You're watching CCN, Clarksville Community Network, produced by Goodwin Productions. Powered by CDE Lightband.
Hey, Amanda.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
You must be Natalie.
I am.
Oh,
Welcome to
Tater
Tater
Heads.
Heads.
Oh, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is Amanda Cherry again, and I'm back with the easiest and best job in Clarksville with the local dish for CCN. How I came to this place is a church function had their food truck out, and the following Sunday, everyone was still talking about how good the food was from Tater Heads. They have a food truck, but they also have a beautiful space here at the Downtown Commons.
We've been open since June of 2020. We hosted a lot of dinner parties and we would make loaded twice-baked potatoes. My husband loves the smokehouse aspect, so we started to kind of play around with chicken, pork, and brisket. And then we started to load potato skins, loaded twice-baked potato pans, and they were a hit. Potatoes come out of the mud. They're dirty, they're ugly, but once you rinse them off, put them in the oven, add a little love to them, they're amazing. And that's pretty much how we like to tell our story, is we came from the ground up, just put a little love behind the vision and a little tender care, and here we are.
So I'm here today with Natalie to talk more about Tater Heads.
Yay!
Thank you for joining us. I wish the people at home could smell how good this smells.
I know.
The minute I got in the doors today, you could automatically smell the pulled pork that is on top of the potato and the macaroni and cheese. We're going to talk about all this.
Okay.
But first, I want to hear more about you and your family. So, how did Tater Heads start?
So my husband came up with the amazing idea to put amazing smoked toppings and various meat options over a baked potato. It took us 6 years to put our food truck together.
Wow.
And yeah, because we didn't take out any loans, we didn't use any credit, so it took us one item at a time.
How do you build a food truck? Like, where do you start? Do you pick out a trailer? Did you do some research and visit other food trucks?
Yeah, my husband did a lot of research. He decided to go with a bread truck, which was a snack truck. He decided to go with that. So it's almost like a FedEx truck. It was great body, nice steel, just a really nice structure. We bought that first and then started to do the research of what items that we would like to put inside the deep fryers and the concept and what we would need to be successful.
Yeah. So once you select your food truck, who does the work? Who did the inside?
So we went to Louis Food Truck Builder out of
Okay.
Hendersonville, and he allowed us to purchase one item at a time and install at a time. So it gave us a nice pace for our pocket, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, take me back to day one on the food truck. Was it hectic? Was it everything you thought it was going to be? What does that look like for you guys?
It was like having a brand new baby. We didn't know what to do with it. We knew what we were doing, but it was all just new and fresh, and we were just so full of excitement. A few struggles were behind the scenes, and we were like, uh-oh. But we went to Belshire. Belshire was our first neighborhood that welcomed us in and allowed us to showcase our talent, and it was amazing. I'm from East Tennessee, Morristown, on the other side of Knoxville. And my husband, Shannon, he's from Nashville. We lived in Antioch for about 10 years before we sold our house and moved here. We decided we wanted to kind of slow it down a little bit and move to Clarksville. We really love the family vibe. We would come down here on the weekends and we realized that we loved the vibe. It was very family oriented. The school system was really, really good. We looked at all the reviews. The neighborhood that we picked to move in looked like a safer place to live. And so here we are. I've been in the restaurant industry for a long time, worked with several different chain restaurants. My husband's father owns a restaurant in Nashville called Real Deal Barbecue. We worked there for a long time. My husband did that. We love to host and entertain. And so we decided, I think we can do this and branch off on our own. And we launched in the middle of the pandemic. The pandemic launched and we did too. And so a lot of people said that we were crazy for deciding to launch in the middle of the pandemic, and we just leaped on faith. Monday and Tuesday we're open from 11 to 2. Wednesday through Friday we're open from 11 to 7. And then Saturdays and Sundays we have private events on the food truck. We're still juggling between the Downtown Commons and the food truck. That's what we're known for. We used to bring our food truck to the concerts, and this space was vacant. And so when we seen it, I was like, I wonder if we can do it. You know, times were hard. It was the middle of COVID and we didn't know, would people support? You know, money was tight. This is a county space. There was a bidding process to get into this space, and we put the bid in. We passed it up the first time because it was kind of intimidating. It came back around again and gave it a shot. And we were selected through the bidding process, and the mayor, the county, the Downtown Commons, Elizabeth Clinton, and the whole team, Downtown Commons team has just supported us in such an amazing way.
Okay, let's talk about the dishes. This table looks amazing. I wish you could smell it because it smells even better. Tell me what the most popular dishes that you serve. What do you serve the most of?
We serve the most of the 3 that you see here. So our pulled pork, our smokehouse feature, is one of our most popular. Tender, juicy, low and slow smoked pulled pork on top of a nice buttery, fluffy potato, drizzled with barbecue sauce, sour cream, topped with green onions. It is a Clarksville favorite.
Oh my gosh, and you mentioned you make your sour cream. It's not even just sour cream. You've doctored up the sour cream.
It,
even.
yes.
Everything has
everything.
a twist.
Yes, everything has a twist.
Yeah, and homemade, the pulled pork is smoked by your husband.
Yep.
You said you pulled it off the smoker this morning,
Yep.
so that's how fresh it is.
Yes.
The potato, we've talked about the processes on that. It starts on a bed of like fluffy potato.
Yes.
You can't go wrong.
Right. The rub that we use for our pulled pork is homemade. My husband has came up with a nice recipe and he rubs it on everything.
Yum.
There's several different methods of how you can bake a potato. We like to put ours in foil, bake them at about 500 degrees for an hour. We wash them really good, wrap them in foil, pop them in. When we squeeze them, it's supposed to feel like your arm. And that's just kind of how we train. Since we don't use a microwave or have one in the restaurant at all, the only thing I have not figured out how to rush is a potato. So when you're out of potatoes, there's no rushing it at all. My favorite thing is a pulled pork potato. I love pulled pork. Anything my husband smokes, I love it. Something about the combination just goes really well together. You know, a lot of places where we would go, they would just throw your butter in, throw your sour cream, you might get some seasoning, but we mix it. So I'm gonna put us a potato together. I love potatoes. Being from the deep south, we had potatoes with almost every meal. Potatoes goes with everything, and a stick of butter goes in everything. So we add the seasoning, our butter, our sour cream, and then we just kind of whip it. We do everything ourselves, and it's fresh, it's not frozen pork. We use our own rub that we hope to launch soon. We drizzle it with a barbecue sauce. We doctor our sour cream to get it to a nice consistency like this. And then there we go.
Get a little bit of everything here. Try not to be a piglet here. Okay, so barbecue sauce potato, pulled pork, all the good stuff.
All the goods.
That baked potato alone would make me come back. Even if you had nothing else on top of that potato, because whatever you do, the magic of the fluffing together or whatever, that's amazing. The pulled pork is wonderful. You could have a barbecue restaurant.
I know.
Even if you wanted to just trash a potato idea, the barbecue restaurant's where it's at too.
Yeah, my husband does really, really well with his smokehouse items. His dad taught him the craft and he's really perfected it.
Okay, so I'm here with the other half of the genius, Shannon.
Hey.
Thank you for coming out and talking to us. I know you guys are getting ready to open for lunch and the rush is about to start. First of all, I have to tell you that your pulled pork is amazing.
Thank you so much.
For what I hear, you're the one behind all this.
Yes.
Because your father has a history in food trucks as well. He had a barbecue truck.
Correct.
And now a barbecue restaurant. Okay. So how long have you been barbecuing? Ever since you can remember?
Yes, ever
Yeah.
since I was probably about 8 years old, I would help my dad
Yeah.
on the food truck or whatnot. And then I worked with him for like in the building, in his restaurant in Nashville for like 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Off and on, 15 years on the last stretch. And then I decided, you know, it's time for me to do my own thing. And then me and my wife came to Clarksville and we came up with this idea of adding the barbecue with the potatoes and chopping it with different things, and here we are.
Tell me about your experience on the food truck the first day. How was that?
It kind of flowed natural as we got into there and got to going. It was like, oh, okay, because we've been doing it so long. It's just taking the restaurant experience and consolidating it into a smaller space. So it all came natural and flowed out beautifully, and it helped us to grow to where we are now.
And now you're a well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
in the community tells me that you're quick, number one, which is important in a food truck, but your quality is not going to be compromised because it's quick service food.
Yeah, that's our number one goal, is the quality and the customer service, you know, treating our customers with a high expectation of appreciating, you know, them coming to us and wanting to eat with us. So those things is what drive us and keep us going.
So what's your favorite dish here?
Well, on the basic menu, it would be probably the pulled pork, and then, or the honey gold. All of them are my favorite, to be honest. But
I thought mine coming in was going to be the pulled pork. I was like, that's a shoo-in. But that honey gold, do not sleep on the honey gold. That sauce is amazing.
it is. We also carry features. It would be more so the brisket or the smoked turkey is my favorite of those.
Ooh, smoked turkey. That sounds
We do
delicious.
it, yeah, we brine it for like 48 hours, and then we smoke it for about another 5 hours, and then we slice it to order, and then we top it with any one of these bases.
Tell me about the menu development. Who is the one behind the recipes here?
Me and my wife together as a team, we all come together collectively and just come up with ideas. Her more so, cause she'll have 1,000 things on the menu, and then I have to keep her kind of like, baby, let's keep it kind of simple. So that's why we came up with the concept of features. So we'll have a base menu, and then we'll just offer features throughout the week to try to keep that, keep everything hyped up.
Add some different flavors in, but
Yeah,
not necessarily add it to
yeah.
the menu.
Yeah,
Right.
correct.
I love that you guys are just keeping things new, but keeping the classics, the staples, you keep those getting there the best quality, but you add some new things in every now and then. That's
Right.
great.
Luckily, we're blessed that our family likes us a little bit. So it's mainly all family. So right now we have a team of about 8 between here and the food truck. My daughter Jayla works with us. She's the main table chef. My mom, my niece Tanaya, and then 2 other people and some high school kids kind of float in and kind of plug us in when we can. Me, my husband, he's the man with the plan. We do everything we can to support the vision. He is the visionary, very, very smart businessman. And then I have a lot of cooking experience. And so we make a really, really good team together. The pork comes off the smoker every morning, and then we bring it in, put it in the oven a little bit just to bring it back up to temp. So he handles all of the smokehouse and the grill section. We just hired somebody to give him a little bit of help. And so he handles a lot. He handles all of the ordering, all of the smoking, pretty much the grill side, the manly things, right? Handles all the heavy duty manly stuff. Sandra is our lead prep chef here at Tater Heads. She comes in and gets us going, opens up for us, gets our macaroni and stuff going, make sure that our potatoes are in so that we can open up on time. Nobody has an easy job. Without our immediate family, this would be impossible. High energy, great vibe. When we hire, we let them know you're coming into a family environment. And we just like to have a lot of fun. Clarksville has a few favorite potatoes. Clarksville loves honey gold, and that's the honey gold sauce. We also have our barbecue sauce. We put that on our pulled pork, our honey barbecue.
And then we have the pulled pork macaroni and cheese next door here.
We do.
You said your macaroni and cheese is where it's at, right?
The best, baby, right?
Okay, this looks so good and creamy. I hope you guys can see this at home. It looks so good and creamy. Topped with the pulled pork, topped with barbecue sauce and green onions.
Yes.
I think the green onions it looks beautiful, but I bet it gives it a good bite.
It gives it a nice lift.
Yep. You've told me the macaroni and cheese is a crowd favorite. And then we also need to talk about the lemonades, because that's also a big favorite. So you guys do this, it's homemade lemonade.
Yes, ma'am.
And you do specialty flavors.
We do. So this is our peach flavor today. We have peach, we have strawberry, we have fruit punch, and we have mango and strawberry.
Ooh, yum. And you do like one a month? How does that work?
Yeah, so I just pull them out in rotation, so it's usually something different weekly.
Okay. I've got pulled pork on there and macaroni and cheese. Okay, picture this. If if there's ever a potato shortage, you're gonna go to a barbecue restaurant with macaroni and cheese. Because honestly, those two could stand out on their own. I'm sure the salad's great, but these two could stand out on their own.
Yeah,
wow.
Those are crowd pleasers.
Okay, where should we go from here?
This is our grilled chicken bacon ranch baked potato.
Oh my gosh. That's grilled chicken under there, isn't it?
It is.
It is beautiful. So
It
fluffy
is.
potato, cheese, grilled chicken.
Yep. House-made
Bacon.
ranch dressing drizzle, crispy crumbly bacon.
What's not to love?
Ooh.
Tell me the honey gold, because this is, if I had to pick what smelled the most interesting on the table, the honey gold smells so good. What is this about?
It is Clarksville's favorite. So it's a hand-breaded, deep-fried chicken tossed in a sweet, tangy, golden barbecue sauce with our house-made ranch dressing drizzle topped with green onions. It is a sweet, tangy, yummy adventure.
That's so good. Is it mustard-based sauce? What is it? Mustard-based?
Yeah, it's a sweet and tangy, nice mustard Carolina base.
Oh my gosh, that's delicious. And then this, well, I'm gonna tell you, some people are like, well, I'm not trying to eat that bad. I'm not trying to watch a carb or whatever. There's an answer. There is a solution, right? Is this a salad?
There is an answer.
A beautiful salad too. Okay, tell me what's in this. This is
so
lettuce.
a nice spring mix salad. We put croutons, bacon, tomatoes, purple onions. Chop down your smoked pulled pork, top it with bacon, and then you get your choice of ranch or barbecue sauce. That pairs the best with it.
Oh my gosh, no kidding. Croutons, the cutest little cucumbers I've ever seen. Just like mini cucumbers over here for a good crunch. Tomatoes, and it all looks so fresh. You can tell that you guys have actually
Chopped everything.
Exactly,
Yeah.
touched it all, made it all by hand back there. It looks amazing.
It's the extra mile of love and tender care that goes into each dish that I think that you can tell in the quality that we try to provide. We don't do frozen food at all. The only thing frozen that we do is tater tots. Everything else is always fresh, never frozen, and we just want to make sure that we provide some of the freshest quality ingredients that we can find. It's a lot of late nights, early mornings, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears behind the scenes. It takes a lot of courage, willpower, and determination to keep pressing through. But Clarksville has just blessed us so tremendously. Clarksville just really rallies behind small businesses. And so we're thankful that they rally behind us. Our lunch crowd is beginning to grow. Right now, when I ran my numbers for the month of February, we had 497 new customers. And that just blew me away that, you know, new people were giving us the opportunity to serve them and trusting us. People can be skeptical, but just give me one chance, right? Give me one opportunity, and then, hey, let's go from there.
Okay, so we've tried these dishes. If you had to recommend, someone's coming for the first time to Tater Heads, I know that this would be what you would recommend.
Yeah.
What's your second runner-up?
Chicken bacon ranch.
This one.
The chicken bacon ranch.
So if you're coming for the first time, these two are the stars of the show. If you're trying to be healthy, get the salad.
Go
this
with the
looks
salad.
Amazing though. I want to tell you, I think I would come here just for a salad. And then we need to talk about desserts. Do you have a dessert option?
Oh, we do. We have several desserts that are in rotation. We have our strawberry crunch, which is a fresh baked strawberry cake, layer of cheesecake cream, and then fresh baked strawberry crumbles.
The strawberry crumbles, like from the outside of the childhood popsicle. That sounds amazing. And you make that also?
I make that as well.
So I know that you guys stay slammed between this and the food truck.
Yeah.
When do you sleep? How do you rest? Do you guys have a day off?
We do. We take Sundays.
Okay.
We take Sundays as our rest day, but there's still a lot that goes on behind the scenes on Sundays. So we take vacations when we can. We rest when we can, but we grind while we can.
Yeah. I mean, this is a hard work. Tell me about COVID. You mentioned COVID before.
Yeah.
So tell me how you guys were able to keep going through COVID, and what were the struggles during that time?
Yeah, so COVID launched and we did as well. The unique thing about COVID and us is a lot of things were shut down. So we were able to maneuver around town and different neighborhoods because people weren't coming out of their houses.
Right.
So we realized if we could go to neighborhoods, if we could go to them, then they could still have great options to eat. So we started having neighborhood happy hour.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So they would just come out to you.
They would just come out to us. We would pull up. We would have great music, great food, a great vibe, and the neighborhoods would just have a great party.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And that's a mark of a really good entrepreneur too, to be able to pivot and just fill the need where you need to.
Absolutely.
So that's perfect.
Absolutely. Anybody that comes in and joins us has to know that we are thankful for every person that walks through that door, because without people coming through that door, we don't eat. And that's how we feed our family. And we have so many repeat customers that come like every day. There's a few from the county, and when I see him walk up the hill, I know he's coming to get a buffalo macaroni. So if there's 10 people in line, I'll holler that back. I need a buffalo macaroni. We already know it. So there's so many people that are just like that eat with us every day, and those people are near and dear to our heart. Anybody that decides to pick a small business to support is just amazing. You have to realize they can go anywhere. You have to appreciate those that come in and spend with you. You have to. And sometimes that's lost by the wayside. Customer service is almost a thing of the past. You know, some people just think I can cook and here's my food, but you know, you have to have the quality, the customer service, and speed. You know, it's a package. Because you can go anywhere for lunch. You can go anywhere for dinner. There's so many great options in Clarksville, large chains as well. And so, you know, when you pick us to walk through that door, it's just like, welcome! Welcome to Tater Heads! We're thankful for the people that walk through that door every single day.
I'm so excited that you guys let us come in today and share more about what you guys are doing. It's amazing views, amazing food, so everybody needs to come down and give it a shot if they haven't yet. I'm so excited to dig in.
We are too. We're excited for the opportunity to continue to serve.
So everyone needs to know how they can find you guys. Number one, Downtown Commons.
Yep.
Always here. What are your hours down here though?
So our hours for here are Monday and Tuesday, 11 to 2, Wednesday through Friday, 11 to 7.
Okay.
And then the weekends, we usually have private events on our food truck, or you can catch us around the city on our food truck.
Okay. So how would we find the food truck? How would we find you guys on that?
So to find our food truck, you can find us on Facebook. It's Tater Heads 931 on Facebook.
Okay.
You can find us on Street Food Finder. That's where you can find all of Clarksville's greatest food trucks on Street Food Finder. It's an app that you download.
Okay.
And then you can find us on Instagram. Instagram is Tater Heads 931.
And you're posting the locations daily?
Daily.
If you're out and
If we're
about
out.
with the food truck. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. All right, well, we'll definitely have to look for them on Instagram, Facebook, and Street Food Finder.
Yep.
Street Food Finder.
Yep.
And that's where you can find a lot of other food trucks as
Food
well,
trucks,
correct?
yep.
Okay. So be sure you check them out on all of those social media outlets and get down here to the Downtown Commons. Come inside. Don't let the weather keep you away. If it's raining, if it's cool, it doesn't matter. They have a beautiful area to come in and enjoy.
For current and exclusive content, subscribe to CDE Lightband, connecting you at the speed of light.